What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today we are doing one of my favorite types of videos to film, which is testing new drugstore makeup. I have a lot of new releases at the drugstore. Everything's affordable. Everything looks super cute, so I have my fingers crossed. There are some things in here that I've been wanting to try for a while that I finally got my hands on, so I'm super excited. And we're gonna test it today together and see, is it worth your coin or is it not? Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Up first, we have a new primer, and this has some shoes to fill. Physicians Formula came out with their own version of the putty primer. These sort of putty primers have really gained traction in the past couple years, but you guys know I'm very loyal and I love the e.l.f. putty primer, but Physicians Formula came out with their own, and this is from their Butter Believe It line. I have a bunch of stuff from that line today here to try, like the new foundation that we're gonna be trying today is from that line, so I figured we might as well use the primer as well and see if this works. Like, is it good? Is it better than the e.l.f. one? So this is what it looks like. Let's see. I'm assuming the inside, yeah, it's gonna look very similar to show you guys. Oh, they're actually, I mean, they look really similar. This is the e.l.f. one and this is the Physicians Formula. So let's see. Just gonna kind of put my finger in there like this. Okay, this has a very different texture to the e.l.f. one. This feels like an oil almost, like, and is heavily scented, which you guys know, especially in like the products that I'm putting directly on my skin like this, I don't love when they're heavily scented, but if I feel like it makes my skin look beautifully, like, I'll still use it. Fragrance can just cause irritation. It says this is supposed to give you a poreless complexion. It definitely made me dewy and glowy. Let me zoom you guys in. I feel like you're too far away. Hang on. Sorry. All right, it made me look kind of oily and like glowy, I guess you could say. But like, did it really fill in my pores? I don't really see much of a difference on that end. So I don't know about this. I like kind of like the glowiness it gave me. That's not really what it says it's supposed to do. Guess I'll put a little on my forehead as well. If you have oily skin, I can pretty much guarantee you'll hate this, so I would skip it. But if you have dry skin and are looking for a glow, you may like it. But I'm gonna stick with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer for now. All right, let's try the foundation out though, because this I am really excited about. So this is the Butter Believe It foundation and concealer. It's supposed to be both. There have been so many companies over the years that have marketed their foundations like that, and I feel like it never really works, but we're gonna see today. I have shade light medium here. It comes in 12 different shades, which I feel like we could have used a few more shades. Like 12 is pretty little for a foundation range nowadays. So hopefully we see more coming out soon. I'm shaking it up because it looked like it was like separating in the bottle. Supposed to be long wearing, weightless, buildable, and medium to full coverage. So let's see. I'm gonna pump some out onto my face here. Just get a couple pumps on in there, and then I'm going to tap it in with a beauty sponge. Ooh. Okay, I feel like so far I like it. It did give me a nice coverage. It has a scent to it, but it's not nearly as scented as the primer was, so that's good. Dang, yeah, this is actually a really good coverage, so I like that for sure. Definitely looks very dewy on the skin though, which for me, having dry skin, I don't mind. If you have oily skin, I feel like this is not the collection for you. Okay, honestly guys, I didn't have the highest hopes for this foundation, and I actually really like it. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. Definitely gives a dewy glow. If you like a dewy kind of glowy look to your skin, but you want coverage, this looks really nice. I'm interested to see how it wears because it is so dewy, so I will update the description box, so check that out down there. I'll wear it all day today and update, but first impression is that I actually really like it. I think it looks really nice. I don't have any new concealer, so I'm just gonna jump in with the e.l.f. Camo, which is one of my favorites from the drugstore. I have shade Medium Peach here. You guys know I love this. It's just like one of the smoothest concealers from the drugstore for the under eyes, at least in my opinion. Which, speaking of smooth, I literally keep just like bringing my hand down my leg as I shade this morning, and my legs are so silky smooth. I started using razors from Billy, which if you guys have not tried their razors, literally 10 out of 10, like so good. I've used them for like the past 3 months and they are so good, like give you the smoothest finish and make your legs so silky smooth, and they're cheaper too, which I really like. The starter kit's $9, so you get 2 blades with that, and then also like a little magnet that you can put right in your shower, so you can just hang it right on your shower, which is very convenient. And then each refill pack after that is still only $9, and you get 4 blades with that. So it's like literally so much cheaper than the other razors I was using. I used to just use men's razors because they're cheaper than women's razors, and I always felt like they got a cleaner finish like on my skin, but ever since I started using Billy, I've been obsessed. So I want to thank them for partnering with me. When they reached out, I was so excited because I was already using the razor, so I was like, yes ma'am. It's also great for sensitive skin. It's not going to give you razor burn, and the razor itself is actually encased in charcoal, so it's a great detoxifier, so you get a clean shave every single time, and there's more space in between the blades so they don't get all clogged up with your hair. So I absolutely love them. Like seriously, 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10, I'm not even kidding. So you guys can get the Billy Starter Kit for just $9 plus free shipping. There will be a link right down below in the description box. So click the link down below to check it out. So we got smooth legs from the razor and smooth skin from those two complexion products. Like my skin actually looks really good. So I'm impressed because I really didn't think I was gonna like that foundation, but that and the concealer together look really nice. All right, now we need to try this new guy from e.l.f. So e.l.f. re-brought back some of their Jelly Pop collection that they brought last year, and they also added some new products. So one of the new products they added was this glow stick, and it says Melon Air, like Melon Air instead of Millionaire. I thought that was funny. So I'm excited about this. Figured we could try it on our cheeks. I wanna put it on top of the foundation before we do any powder or anything, because that's typically how glow products apply best. So this is what it looks like. Ooh, it's actually really pretty. This is my first time opening it. I'll do a little swatch on the hand. Oh, okay. Ooh, smells just like watermelon. Ooh, smells really good actually. Love that. I think I'm just gonna apply this with my fingers. So I'm gonna put some of this on my finger and tap it on the cheeks. It's kind of like a face gloss vibe, if you guys can see. But that's actually really pretty. My hair is just like caught. There we go. Gotta get those baby hairs back and out of the way. But it is very pretty, giving me glowy vibes. It removed my foundation very slightly right in here, if you guys see. So you just wanna go in with a light hand with this. Like I think I was being a little too rough with my finger, but I'm just gonna go over it. And I still think it looks okay. It doesn't look like terrible. Definitely gonna give you that like, we are just glowy, glowy, glowing today with this glowy foundation, and now this. I'm gonna put a little on the nose as well. Cupid's bow. Okay, yeah, it's removing the foundation on the nose too. You really have to be light-handed with this. So I'm kind of just trying to go back and fix it. So I don't love that, but this will probably be really beautiful on plain skin as well, because I do like the glow that it gives, but it's just a little bit difficult to apply it on top of foundation because it will remove the foundation if you go in with anything besides a very super light hand. So just be careful with that, but it is a pretty product. And it does smell really good. Gonna jump in with a little e.l.f. Putty Blush. You guys know I love this, nothing new here. Since we have a bunch of cream products, figure I might as well tap some of this on the cheeks. I'm gonna tap it on the nose too to kind of take away from the fact that my foundation got taken away from there too. I'm gonna leave the face mostly dewy and glowy. I am just gonna go in and set the under eye area because I know that that will crease if I don't. So I'm just gonna use some Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana and just pop that to set the under eyes. And I'm gonna do the lid as well because we are gonna go in with a new eyeshadow palette. So I wanna just make sure that is set down and won't budge throughout the day. Okay, this next product I am so excited for. I bought this today and it said new when I was at the drugstore, and I just was very intrigued by it. So this is from NYX, and this is the brow glue. So it's basically supposed to like pick your brows up and glue them in place. I've really been into like the fluffy brow look recently, so really, really excited to try this. There was a product from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think it was called their Brow Freeze, that I wanted to try that was similar, but this was cheaper, so I was like, all right, let's try the NYX one first and see. So what I'm gonna do, just because I have some areas with sparse brow hairs and stuff, I'm just gonna go in and fill them in with a pencil first before we go in with like the glue, because I don't know if I'll really be able to go in with any pencil after, because once they're set down, you know, you don't really want them to move. So I'm just gonna lightly feather in some places. If you're blessed with thick brows on your own, then you can skip this step. All right, I have them filled out to my liking, so now let's go in with the glue. That sounds like scary. Hopefully it works. It also just started thundering outside at my house, so if you hear that, it's thunder. Sorry. Okay, so this literally looks like nail glue or something. Interesting. Are there like any directions? No. So just a little tiny spoolie like this. So I'm just gonna spoolie through my brows and hope for the best. Ooh, okay. He's picking them up. I'm gonna go in for a little bit more. I like that the spoolie on this is little, so you can really get in precise. And this is clear, so it's not going to add any color or anything to your brows. It is laying them down pretty good though. I'll definitely give it that. I feel like I would love if they came out with this tinted, because I love a good like tinted brow gel that helps keep the brows in place, but it's also adds a little bit of a tint. But I do really like this. Like I feel like it's picking them up and locking them in, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. And they look like nice and fluffy because my brows really are not very full. So I need like something that's heavy duty to lift them up and fluff them out. I can see a little bit of the powder that I used to set my lid got on my brow, and this is kind of getting like a little wonky with that. So try and keep your brows clean before you go in using this. But overall, I do like it. Alrighty, for our eyes, ColourPop came out with the cutest little neon collection, and they came out with 3 palettes. So I'm gonna look at them and we'll decide which one to use. The first one is Moon Haze. So basically with all these, it's mostly neutrals, and then there's a pop of like a neon in the center, which I love. So this one's like a corally kind of one, which I like. Then we have Neon Haze, which this pop is like a bright lime kind of color. You know what this actually sparks though in me is this green or is this yellow? Comment down below. Like what color is this? Because this is the color that I'm like, I have a hard time deciphering in between if this color is green or yellow. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it's a little bit of both. So comment down below what color you think that palette is. I would love to hear. And then we have Color Vision, which is like a really bright pink. So I think I'm gonna use the coral one. This one looks really pretty and I feel like that pop of coral is just beautiful for summer. So I'm gonna use this one and I'm gonna jump in with the shade Quantum first. And I'm gonna pop that in my crease. Oh, this is nice. It's a really warm toned brown. You can't really tell in the packaging how warm this is, but it'll go nice with that coral. So it's good that they kind of made all the colors flow. But I feel like for summer, like a little pop of neon is so fun. So I love that they made these palettes. I think they're really cute. So I'm just bringing that into the crease and upper crease. Then we're gonna go in with Astral to build out the outer corner color a little bit and smoke it out some. Ooh. This is such a pretty color too. Nice warm toned brown, very pigmented, but I like that. Same thing on the other eye. This like bronzy kind of eye look in my dewy glowy skin. I feel like this is very summertime appropriate. I like it. Then I'm gonna go in with Electro and pop this on the lid just for some shimmer. Wow, this is actually like coming out really, really pretty. This might be my new favorite palette. Like I love these shades that I've used so far. I love a nice warm toned bronzy palette, and especially I like these little 5 shadow palettes. They're easy to just throw in your bag if you're going on a weekend trip or something and look really pretty. Then I'm gonna grab the lightest shade, which is Outlands, and place that in the inner corner. Ooh, yes, girl. So pretty. And right beneath the brow bone. These are like really, really nice. Like I feel like these are better than the typical ColourPop eyeshadow palettes, and I love ColourPop, so no shade to their other eyeshadow palettes because I love their formula, but I feel like these are even more pigmented and buttery. Like they're really, really nice. Every shade I use is just really, really pigmented. I like these a lot. All right, now last but not least, of course we have to go in with the bright pop of color. So we're gonna jump in with Dream Wave, and I am going to smudge this on the lower lash line. This is so, so pretty. And it also very pigmented. A little bit will go a very long way. Like I almost used too much. You only really need to dip your brush and then go in. Okay, honestly, live for this palette. Like this might be one of my favorite palettes that ColourPop has ever done ever. Like I am obsessed. I love it. So pretty, so fun for summer, and you can like use it without the neon if that's like too crazy for you, which for me on a daily basis, like I'm not gonna use the crazy neon, but if I wanna do something fun, I can grab for it. And if not, I can use the other colors and create a beautiful look. So I really, really love this, super fun, and the formula is really, really nice. So you guys can use code Kelly as always on your entire order for ColourPop. If you wanna get 10% off, feel free to use it, but love, 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 love that. I'm gonna just jump in with this ColourPop liner in the shade Honeydew. It's like a cream colored liner, and just pop that in the waterline. To finish off the eye look, I'm just gonna jump in with a little bit of this Kiss lash glue liner. You guys have heard me like rave about this. I love it. I do have some lash extensions on, but I'm just gonna add a little outer lash here. And these are just a Salon Perfect lash that I cut in half. I can link them down below if you guys wanna check them out. But just to amp it up a little bit. All right, so I just popped on the lashes, and I think I'm gonna leave my lower lashes just bare so we can really have that coral pop. I'm living for this like neon moment, so I'm just gonna let it shine instead of covering it up with some mascara. And now let's go into the face. We have some stuff to test out for that too. So first I really wanna try out this. This is from Flower Beauty, and this is the Heat Wave Luminous Bronzer. So this came out about a year ago, but I've never tried it, and I love typically like marbled bronzers like this. So I am gonna go in with some of this and add this to the skin since we have like a glowiness going on. And this, I'm using shade Sunswept M1. This comes in a couple different shades, but this is actually really beautiful. It gives like a pretty kind of golden glow. And this with like the dewiness of the skin, like I'm just living for this look. Very summer-esque. I like this bronzer a lot actually. It has really good reviews, so I figured that I would, but this confirms it. I do want to try though, however, also there's a new butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. So you guys know, if you follow me for a while, I am not the biggest fan of the butter bronzer. I feel like that's one of the most overrated makeup products. Like I never understood why everybody loved it so much, but they came out with a new one, and this one is the matte one. It's supposed to be water resistant, so let's give it a try. I don't think that it's a bad bronzer. I just never thought that it was worth the price. Like they're pretty expensive. They're always like over $10, at least at my drugstore. So I was always just kind of like, huh? But this is supposed to be matte, so I figured we could use it to contour today. Ooh, definitely heavily scented, but actually smells really nice. It doesn't smell like that typical like coconutty scent that I feel like they put in so many bronzers. It's like a sweet smell. It does smell very nice. Certainly we'll give it that. Just gonna go in with a little bit of an angled brush and use this to contour out the cheeks. Okay. All right, she's working a contour. Okay, this is actually like a good shade for me, and I feel like it worked to contour well. So I can't say that I dislike this. And it does really smell really, really good. I like the scent on this a lot more than the traditional butter bronzer. I feel like it smells different. We also have to amp up our little highlight, this from Physicians Formula. So this is the Mineral Wear Diamond Dusk, and it's for a skin perfecting glow. So it's a newer like highlight. So obviously we use that e.l.f. kind of glow stick, but I figured we could try this out as well over top to kind of set it down and in place. I'm gonna dust in there and go on top. Ooh, this is actually very pretty. This one is not scented at all, so no scent. I feel like Physicians Formula is like the drugstore version of Too Faced when it comes to scent. Like Too Faced, when they do scent, it's always like heavily scented, and then where some of the products just have no scent at all, and I feel like Physicians Formula does that too. When they put scent in their products, they're always heavily scented, but not all of them have it. This is actually really, really pretty. I didn't think that I was gonna like this that much, because it's like, see, it's not like your true blinding highlight. Like it's a light kind of veil sort of thing. But this paired with the little e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Stick, I think looks really pretty and like natural and gives a really, really pretty glow to the skin. And this is not taking the foundation away, which is an extra plus since we unfortunately had that happen with the e.l.f. products. But I like this a lot. I feel like when the light hits it, it's really pretty. Okay, now for our lips, I feel like I need to do something bright to tie in the eyes. And I thought that I tried these, but now I'm like, maybe I didn't. I don't know, but these are newer from Wet n Wild, and these are the Mega Last High Shine Brilliance lipstick. So I have a couple of them here in like varying colors, but I figured we could try something bright. So I have Firefighting here. And do a little swatch of it first to see. Okay, so this is like a bright red. Do we think it goes? Because it kind of clashes with the coral a little bit. So I'm like, I have this one, which this is Peach Please, which this would probably go best just with the peachy. This one's like a lighter kind of peach shade. You know what? We'll use the lighter lipstick, and then I have like a brighter lip gloss that we'll put over it. Me going in with a nude when I said I was gonna do bright, but wait for the gloss. But let's go in with this first. So these are newer from Wet n Wild. They're supposed to be, let me like get this foundation that's on my lips off. They're lipsticks, but they're high shine. Oh, I mean, they feel really nice in the lips. This shade is a little too light for me. Back in the day, this would be my shade, honey, but now I don't like to do my lipstick like too light. If you like really light pinky peachies, you will like this. The formula feels really nice though. It's not super opaque, but it definitely is gonna give you color and feels very glossy and nice on the lips, so I don't hate that. And now for the gloss, we're gonna go in with the Juicy Gloss Sparkling Pop. This is also new from the e.l.f. Jelly Collection when they revamped it. And if I remember correctly, the gloss they came out with last year as part of the Jelly Collection, I did really like, but that one didn't have any glitter or anything in it, and this one does. It looks really pretty and glittery, and I feel like this will tie in underneath our eyes. So let's go in with this and see. This reminds me of like the Lancome Juicy Tubes, but obviously at a lower price point because it's e.l.f. Ooh, this smells really good too, and looks really juicy and pretty on the lips. Not super bright on the lips, definitely goes on more like clear, and I use like a lot of it. I was hoping it would give more color. I'm gonna put some on my hand. See on my hand? Like it shows color, I don't know, on the lips. I just feel like the color kind of washes away and into the lips and you don't get as much payoff. But they glide nice. You can't feel the glitter or anything like gritty on your lips. And it does smell really good. But I just feel like this lip combo, I'm not living for it. Looks too light, but you live and you learn. That's why this is a first impressions. Okay, last but certainly not least, we are going to try out the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist. So this is their setting spray. It says microfine mist. It's supposed to give you a radiant, flawless, and airbrushed finish. So let's see. All right, gonna spritz some. Oh my goodness, no. Okay, no. 0 out of 10 for this mister. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it's microfine mist. No. I don't know if there's something wrong with mine, because it was almost spraying out like there was something wrong with it. Like it was spraying out really harsh in some parts and then like a lighter mist in others. Like, okay, wait, maybe I fixed it. Hang on, let's see. Maybe it was user error the first time. Let's try it. No, I don't like this. It sprays out weird. It smells, it has that weird like chemical coconutty scent. No, I'm not a fan of this one. I really liked the foundation in this collection though. And I liked the highlight, and the bronzer wasn't bad either, but this and the primer I feel like I could do without. I don't like the spritzer. Now my body feels like sticky because it got halfway all over my body. But again, that's why this is a first impression. So again, I will update the description box on how the foundation lasts, but like I literally love it. Like I think it looks so good on the skin. So definitely interested to see how it lasts. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, testing out some new stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.